Hi folks, in a lot of my videos I complain about the media in the United States of America on how biased, how slanted, and how anti-American they are. Yeah! That's the purpose of Propaganda Buster. I try to bust the propaganda in the news media with my own propaganda. But this I don't think is so much propaganda. You know, 7 years ago when the attack took place on the World Trade Center, they were showing the raw footage right on the television, and they weren't able to edit what we saw because it was live.
¿Ya tú sabías, tú estabas allí en la zona porque estabas cubriendo este evento?
Well, since the 9/11 events of 7 years ago, the news media, to the person, has refused to show the footage of the people jumping out of the World Trade Center because they had no place else to go. And the reason for that, now listen to this, the reason why they're sparing us Americans from seeing that footage year after year is they're saying that it's too disturbing. They're concerned about disturbing our feelings here in the United States. Well, isn't that considerate of the news media that they don't want to disturb our feelings? Yet when you watch those law programs on TV, they're showing those cadavers being cut open. They don't care about that. So you say, well, it's just a dummy, it's just an act. Well, last night on NBC with the host Brian Williams, they were talking about the recent killings of civilians in Afghanistan and how it was a mistake by NATO or the United States that killed these civilians by accident. So Brian Williams was about to show the footage of these dead civilians or the attack, and you know what he said? He said, I'm going to warn you now that what you're about to see is disturbing. Oh, so it's okay to show the death of Afghans accidentally killed by the United States military, but it's not okay to show the death of Americans purposely being killed by the terrorists. That's disturbing, so you can't show that. You can't show the terrorists and the dastardly deed, but you can show Americans supposedly involved in a dastardly deed. You see, folks, CNN has ruined the reputation of the United States throughout the world. NBC is ruining the reputation of the United States within the United States. The news media has a bias against this country. It's disturbing to see those bodies falling out of the World Trade Center, and it's disturbing to see the Afghan deaths, but we're going to show it to you anyway because we warned you. I just cannot stand the American news media. Our Constitution guarantees us a free press, but it doesn't guarantee that our press will be free of bias and America haters as we have here in this country. The American media calls themselves, I think the fourth estate they call themselves, meaning the fourth branch of government. I call them, I'm going to elevate them from the number 4 to the number 5. I call them fifth columnists. In other words, they're enemy agents in this country committing acts of subterfuge. That's what they're doing, kids. Alright, we'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.